Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. Welcome to Barça Volume. We are here with another video and we're going to be talking about egos. This is not going to be an easy topic. Look, we're still dealing with this storm. We're trying to figure out what's going on with Hansi Flick's Barcelona. I just see a lot of finger pointing. I think it's worth making a video about this. Whose fault is it, right? Is it this guy? Is it that guy? Is it Lamine Yamal partying? Is it Pedri arguing with Ferran Torres during the game against Sevilla? Which, by the way, I'll show you in a clip in just a second. You make sure you stick around till the end of this video. Is it Hansi Flick being a one-season wonder? Should we start having that conversation? Honestly, it's a theory that's been thrown out on social media a lot. I think it's absurd. But let's get real for a second. For whatever reason, this team is not playing great. We're not playing good football. We can spin circles around all day about tactics, about egos, about who said what. But if the players don't give 100%, if they don't sacrifice for each other, then we're just another club. We're nothing special. What made us special last season was exactly that. The team. Nobody cared who scored, who got the assist, or who was the man of the match. In many instances, it was Pedri. Everyone worked for everyone. Everyone pressed, everyone defended together. That's what elevated us to just another level last season. But this season, it's different. And when your own coach starts talking about egos, that's a red flag. I saw it a couple of weeks ago. Never mentioned it. I thought it was not important. But now I think it's a conversation that needs to be talked about. After the Sevilla game, Cubarsí said, defending starts from the front. He basically is calling out the attackers for not pressing. Now, I get what he meant. Don't make any mistake about it. I don't disagree. But that's something you should have said in the locker room, not in front of cameras, because that's how division starts. That's how me replaces we. And Hansi Flick, to his credit, he saw it coming. Like I said, remember Eagles killed success a couple of weeks ago? He even sent a direct message to Lamine Yamal when he said, if he wants to be the best and remain to be the best, he has to work very hard. Especially, he said, as a team. That's Flick basically saying, you're special, you're a star, you're our star, but you're not bigger than the club. And he's right. Egos is what's killing the group. When you start believing you're going to just do everything right and everyone else is the problem, you lose the collective spirit. That's what makes great teams great. Because once egos take over, everyone's pulling at different times in different directions. And unity, it's non-existent. And let me show you a video real quick of what I was talking about. That's basically Pedri calling out Ferran Torres because he was pulling out a stinker. He wasn't doing his assignments. And Ferran Torres is upset. Look, you think you're good enough that Pedri can't tell you something about what you're doing or what you're not doing great. And he can't take it like a man. Dude, Pedri is the leader of this team, bro. He's telling you something and you're upset. Just take it like a man. Work as a team. That's a bad look. That's a very, very, very bad look. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And he's Ferran Torres. There's nothing Ferran Torres should be upset about for nothing that Pedri told him, because he literally played like crap in this game. Okay, so just to give you an example. And by the way, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos from us. Let me know in the comments where you fall on this egos thing at the club currently. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? let me know. But I'll continue on with this video. Look, if Barcelona wants to return to their best days, they have to be humble again. And look, even Deco said today, I love this quote. He said, if we believe that quality over work, then we have a real problem. If we believe that we have quality over work. In other words, we are not that good. We can't just show up and expect to win because we have talent. That is not who we are, and I totally on with Deco on this one. Look, for example, Real Madrid can win like that. They got Vinicius, they got Rodrigo, they got Mbappe, they got Bellingham, they got Arda Güler, world-class talent over the pitch, and we do too. But these names that I just named are incredible talent, world-class talent, and some of these players are on the bench. That's how deep they are. They can have an off day and still win because of just one guy that shows up and produces magic. Scoreboard against Villarreal, it was Vinicius Jr. all by himself, and nobody else did much of anything. They played like crap, but Vinicius was on his good day and he scored 2 goals and they won the game. Other times is Mbappe, just not playing good, and then at the end of the day, like, he scores 2 goals, they win 2-0. They can be boring football, sit back, defend, and still win games. Barcelona can't. Our structure, our identity, and our entire DNA is based on team football since La Masia days. When these players are very young, it teach them about team football. This is what we play. This is what we do. And if that breaks everything, everything breaks. And you know what? We've seen this movie before. We've seen this kind of arrogance creep in onto our squad. Players walking around like they've already won the Champions League. Acting entitled, believing the badge alone is just going to win the games, and it's not. Last time that this happened, we all know how it ended. Humiliation, rebuilds, humiliations, rinse and repeat. To Hansi Flick's credit, right? He already handled a bad stretch once. He studied, right? He started the ship last year. He got everyone believing again. That is why, despite all of this noise, I still have a full faith in him and the squad, because the solution isn't tactical, it's psychological. Barcelona made this mistake before, by the way, giving players too much power. And listen, I'm the biggest Leo Messi fan you'll ever meet. He's right here. He's right here on my wall. But even I can say it now. The club gave him too much control. The club gave too much control to the players. Messi, Busquets, Alba, Suarez, Piqué, legends, absolute icons. But when you give the locker room all the power, when players can hire and fire coaches, when wages skyrocketed and accountability just literally disappeared, you set yourself up for failure. I've seen this before. That's exactly what happened. Bartomeu was negligent, and we paid for it. In Rome, in Anfield, in Lisbon, I never want to see my club go through that again, ever again. So what's the solution? It sounds silly, but sometimes you need to do something radical as a group. Change the vibe, change the energy. Dye your hair blonde, everyone. Shave your heads. Do something symbolic together, because studies have shown that when people do one thing collectively, even something as small as wearing the same haircut, it builds unity, and that's literally why uniforms were invented. You start seeing yourself as part of something bigger, as a team. So yeah, maybe Barcelona doesn't need a new coach or a new tactic. Maybe what we need is just like a new bond, a reminder that we're strong, that we're strongest when we pull together, not apart. Because Flick said it best, egos kill success. And right now, it's time to kill egos before the egos kill Barcelona this season.